Good morning, students. Today's lecture is for class 11. It is important lecture and it is all about the next topic, that is significant figures. Okay. So before going to the examples and before going to the rules, let us first find out what is significant figures. These are normally those digits in a measured quantity which are known reliably or about which we have confidence in our measurement, plus one additional digit that is uncertain. Okay, if we will go through what is significant figures, if suppose we are measuring anything, we are doing any measurement or for a physical quantity and we are getting some results. Okay, suppose let us take one example. The time period of a simple pendulum is 1.62 second. We have measured this quantity as time period of simple pendulum as 1.62. So what the significant figures definition says कि it is actually normally those digits in a measured quantity which are known reliable or about which we have confidence. Means first of all, those digits for which we are having confidence is 1, and second digit after decimal which we are having confidence is 6, and plus one additional digit that is uncertain. Okay, which we for which we are not having confidence that this 2 is correct, or it should be 3 or it should be 1. It is like that. Okay, so the total number of significant figure in any decimal form is plus first of all the non zero digits and plus one uncertain digit. Okay, so here 1 and 6 are reliable or which we are having confidence that they are certain, and 2 is uncertain. Hence the total significant figures are 3. Okay, let us take the another example. The length of an object is, suppose we have measured the length of an object is 273.6 centimeter. This is the measurement which I have done. So first of all I have to see for how many digits I am having confidence that these are certain. So 2, 7 and 3 I am thinking these are certain, means I am having confidence that yes, the length might be 273.6, means the last digit I am not having certainty or I am not confidence about, so I have to add this digit as well. So the total number of significant figures in this measurement is 4. 273 plus 6 means total significant figures are 4. So these are some examples for the introduction about the significant figures. Okay, so there are some rules for finding out the significant figures for any measurement of any physical quantities. First of all, don't think or don't keep this thing in your mind that you have to memorize all the rules. Okay, so no need to memorize any rule. You have to just have a glance on the rule, and according to those rule you have to see the questions and find out the significant figures in that. The more practice you will do for such topics, so more clear you will get the rules, or more clearly you will able to grasp the rule. Okay, so rule number 1, first of all always remember, so we have to take the consideration of the numbers which are from 0 to 9. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4 like this. Okay, so always take the these rules are based on the digits from 0 to 9. Okay, so first rule says all non-zero digits are significant. Means what? Excluding 0, if I will count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so these 9 digits are always significant. Whatever be the number it is been given to you, if there is non-zero digit available in that quantity or in that measurement, that will be considered as significant figures. For example, 13.75. So here I can see 4 non-zero digits, 1375, 13.75. So how many significant figures we got? 4 significant figures we got. And then suppose another example, if I will take 173.21. Okay, so how many non-zero digits are there? There are 5 digits. So how many significant figures are there? 5 significant figures. Okay, so always remember, if the digit or if the measurement is made up of non-zero digits, whatever be the decimal point or wherever be the decimal point is located, so don't worry, all the non-zero digits are significant figures. Okay, so you can write down 5 in this and 4 in this. Next rule, all zeros between two non-zero digits are significant. Means suppose if I will take the example of this 100.05. Okay, so here I can see 3 zeros, but all these zeros lie between the two non-zero digit 1 and 5. Means if I will go to the first rule says all the non-zero digits are significant. Means if I will see here, so according to the first rule there is only 2 non-zero digits. So according to the first rule there should be 2 significant figures, but the second rule says all the zeros between the 2 non-zero digits are significant. Means if the zeros are lying between the 2 non-zero digits, they must be included as significant figure. So in this first part there are 5 significant figure, and in the second part again we can see there are 4 significant figures. Although there is 3 non-zero digits, but 0 is included between the 2 non-zero digits. So here we will include 0 as well. So 5.049. So here there are 4 significant figures. Okay. If suppose it has been given 0.1890, so can you say ki ma'am how many significant figures are there? Do we need to include this 0 or do we need to include this 0, or there is only 3 significant figures? So I have written 4 significant figure. If you have any query or if you are having any doubt, so we will go to the next rule and then we will answer for your this question. Okay, why we are is any possibility that we need to include both the zeros, or we should include this 0 only? Okay, so according to the next rule we will come back to this question. Okay, now next rule says कि all zeros to the right of a non-zero digit. Please listen carefully. All zeros to the right of a non-zero digits but to the left of an understood decimal point are not significant. Am I audible? Am I clear? All zeros to the right of a non-zero digit but to the left of an understood decimal points are not significant. So means if you will see this example 84600, so there are only 3 significant figures, but such zeros are significant if they come from measurement. If suppose I am writing random number and it is not a measurement, it is just a random number. Okay, so I will not include these 2 zeros because they are not coming from any kind of measurement. Okay, but these zeros, if they are coming from any measurement quantity, suppose I am taking 84600 seconds, then I will include these 2 zeros because now they become certain and I have confidence about these 2 zeros. Okay, so that time the total number of significant figure in this digit becomes 5. But if they are not measurement, they are just numbers, so we will not include these 2 zeros and we will write only 3 significant figures. Another example, 5100 equals to 2. There are 2 significant figures, but if they are coming from any measurement, so there will be 4 significant figures. Now next rule, all zeros to the right of a non-zero digit, means all zeros that are coming to the right of a non-zero digit but to the left of the decimal point are significant. Means what? In the previous example I have not written any decimal here, but if suppose I am writing decimal here 681,700 point, then this zeros are coming to the left of the decimal point. Okay, so these zero will be included and this is termed as 6 significant figures. Okay, here how many significant figures are there? 1890 gram. Now you got why I have written 4 significant figure in this question, because these are coming from a measurement. Okay, so I have confidence about it, so that is why I am writing 1890 gram, that is 4 significant figures. All zeros to the next rule is all zeros to the right of a decimal point are significant. Means suppose if we are writing any zeros and they are coming from measurement, so we have to take them as significant figures for the accuracy and precision. Means more the zeros we will add, so more accurate and precise measurement we will be getting. So that is why we have to consider all these zeros after the right side of the decimal if they are coming from the main thing is if they are coming from the measurement. So in this 161 centimeter there are 3 significant figures. In 161.0 centimeter there are 4 significant figures. 161.00 centimeter, that is they are having 5 significant figures. Next rule, second last rule, it is all zeros to the right of a decimal point but to the left of a non-zero digit are not significant. Means if suppose you are writing 161 centimeter, but you are writing 0.161 centimeter. So there we always don't ever include the zero which is at the left side of the decimal. Okay, if they are coming from the measurement also, we no need to include these zeros which are at the left side of the decimal until and unless if we are not having any non-zero digit before them. Okay, if we are having non-zero digit before them, then we have to include this zero, but if they are not having non-zero digit before them, then we no need to include these zeros in the significant figures. So if I will be writing 161 or 0.161 centimeter, then also there will be three significant figures only. Now the last rule of the significant figure, that is, number of significant figure does not depend on the system of units. Means what? Suppose we are taking an example of 16.4 centimeter. We have taken any measurement, okay, that is 16.4 centimeter. Then if I want to convert this centimeter into meter, I have to divide by 100. Then means, if suppose I will divide 16.4 by 100, so I have to take this point decimal and I have to make this write this decimal here, because I am dividing by 100. So it becomes 0.164 meter. And if suppose I am converting this meter into kilometer, then I have to divide by 1000. Then I will be getting this result, 0.000164 kilometer. Means all these are of different number system, sorry, same number system but different system of units. This is centimeter, this is meter, and this kilometer. But we have to keep this one rule, that the number of significant figures does not depend on the system of units. If suppose you have been given any number that is in centimeter, if you are converting that number into meter or kilometer, that does not gonna affect the number of significant figures in that number. Means if there is three significant figures, if you will change centimeter into meter, meter into kilometer, or any hectometer, decameter, any kind of system of units, then the significant figure, the number of significant figure will not gonna change, it will remain same. Okay, so these are the video is small, because I have to make a special video for the significant figure. So these are all the about the rules which we have studied for the significant figure. So I am giving one assignment. Okay, just a quick assignment for you. 20 questions I am giving you. Okay, I will upload the this PDF for this assignment as soon as possible. So these are the questions which I have been given for you. These are all the questions which are based on the rules which we have studied till now. So you can go through the video and you have to solve each and every question, and if you are having any doubt, you can ask me the answer for that. Okay, there is one more topic, small topic which we will study today, that is rules for rounding off of measurement. If suppose we are rounding off any measurement, okay, we are doing round off for any measurement quantity which we have done for any physical quantity. So there is only 3 to 4 certain rules for it. Okay, so we will study the rules for them, and we will round off the digits. We will do some question for the round off of any measurement. Okay, so and then you will get. So first rule says, if the digit to be dropped is smaller than 5, if suppose any number has been given to you and it is smaller than 5, then the preceding digit is left unchanged. Okay, then you no need to change the preceding digit. Suppose the first example, if I will give you, the first example says round off the following numbers as indicated. Suppose you have been given one question, 18.35, and the question is asking about round off the number up to 3 digits. Means with what is the third digit here? That is 3. Okay, so you have to round off this digit. And the first rule says, if the digit to be dropped is a smaller than 5, since 3 is smaller than 5, then the preceding digit is left unchanged. Then we no need to change the preceding digit. Means if I will round up the third digits, my answer will be 18.4. I no need to change the 8 here. Okay, my preceding digit, the preceding digit of 3 is 8. So we no need to change the preceding digit if the number which we need to change is lesser than 5. Okay, now the second rule says, if the digit to be dropped is greater than 5, okay, if it is greater than 5, then the preceding digit is increased by 1. Suppose here I have given one example for it, example number 3. Okay, so suppose I have been given 18967 up to 3 digits, means I have to change up to 3 digits. Okay, and the third digit is 9, and since it is greater than 5, so I have to change, means the preceding digit is increased by 1. Now what was the digit I need to change? 3, 9. So 9 is greater than 5, means the preceding digit of 9 is 8 and it will be increased for 1. So the answer is 19000. So this is the example of second rule, and the second example is also from the first rule, 143.45 up to 4 digit, means what is the 4 digit? 4 here. Okay, since it is less than 5, so no need to change the preceding digit, it will remain 143.4. So what the third rule says, if the digit to be dropped is 5, suppose we have studied about lesser than 5, we have studied about greater than 5. Now suppose if the digit to be dropped off is 5 followed by non-zero digits, okay, so then the preceding digit is increased by 1. Suppose I have to change the number. Suppose 12.653 is given and the dropped off is 5, suppose. So we have to change if the digit is 5, then also the preceding digit is gonna increase by 1. So here I have written, I guess, up to 3 digit. I have to return for 4 digit. So if 12.653 is given and I need to round off for 5, then the preceding digit will increase by 1. So it will become 12.7. If the digit to be dropped is 5, then the preceding digit is left unchanged if it is even. Okay, if it is even, then it will be left unchanged, but if it is odd, then it will be increased by 1. Okay, so we have I guess we have done this thing here. Suppose I have written one yes, I have written one example here, 31.325 into 10 raised to power minus 5. Okay, suppose this type of question is given to you and you have to round up this number up to 4 digits. Okay, means up to 4 digit, and if the digit is 5, then if the preceding digit is even, then all the digits will remain unchanged. Since it is 2, so it will be remain unchanged. If it was 3, then it will become 4. Okay, so if it is even, the preceding digit is even, then you no need to change the digit, but if it is odd, then you have to change the digit and it should be increased by 1. So similar 10 questions I have given for you in the same assignment type. Okay, you have to do this example assignment. 2 assignments I am giving you for this video, so you have to go through it, and if you are having any problem, you can write on the comment. Okay, thank you.